Okay, group pools. We have Dusty or dsuty versus Bup. Bup is a really seasoned player here. Um, Probably not as like super seasoned as like say Shiroball or Void, but he is getting up here. I believe he got ranked number 1 of Mississippi Puyo players and Puyo Champions as well pretty recently. So he does have some sauce here. And Dusty um played with her a lot, and still learning every day. Still as an avid Puyo fan as I am. So really good. But unfortunately that first exchange caused Bup to outchain her in a outchain her though. But anyways, round 2 we have some fresh GTR coming from both players. One a little bit different to the others, but both still having good choices in the GTRs. Dusty going for a bit of a Y-shaped GTR with their base here. If they can get the blue in the right, yep, there they go. And Bub say that they're running out of yellows or have no yellows, so they are going to attack. But that red could get them out, or they just won't use that. Okay, a little bit of a weird change decision from Dusty's part. Could have used the red yellows to kind of get them a little bit of a better position there. But opts to just not do it, but still gets a 9 chain either way. Bup will have to get a pretty beefy like 10 chain here, potentially, to outchain them, send the garbage back to Cinder. And lo and behold, that is what he does. But Dusty's not out for just yet. Two lines of garbage are not the best way to come back to, but they definitely aren't the worst thing to come back to. Rather have a glimmer of hope than just flat out no chance. Especially when you get outchained like that. So, keeping up the pressure, Up is just gonna send out some 3s, some 2s, maybe some 1s if the game has reached margin time, which I don't think it has. Actually, it might have just did it because not 1 hour, but 90 minutes or 96 second margin time. Margin time, for those of you who don't know, as time goes on, when you hit margin time, your chains effectively just get stronger. So one chains will send more or less like a line of garbage, and then if another 96 seconds pass, then of course you get another buff of 96 seconds. So the garbage just scales higher every 96 seconds. So that's why the thing. So in skill battle, you actually get like a little ding when the garbage time is hit, so you know that garbage is hit. But it doesn't happen in versus, which I feel like could have needed a lot more. But once again, I'm not Sega, so I don't know what they be kicking there. But that 2 chain is going to send Dusty to touch the X. I did not talk about that match at all. I apologize because I'm a little dumb. Okay, see Bup using. He could have gone for the I-shaped GTR base there, but decided to opt for just a sandwich into Y-shape, or just Y-shape in general. I'm not super familiar on how they name this. A critical hit for Dusty, as Bup does seem to be a little bit behind here. Probably a misdrop from Dusty's end. I think she meant to actually rotate to make the reds connect instead of that, because I think they saw that and said, "Oh, I can chain," but probably inputted another rotation by mistake. Happens to the best of us though. But it was still a good idea in theory. They actually reacted really well to that. The timing was really good, but the execution was a little bit an all clear start. But this is the first time that both players just opt to just chain normally. Normally in all clear starts, you just want to build to one side so that we can take the all clear hit. And Bub actually might just find a second all clear there, so he's gonna be at a huge disadvantage here. Dusty might want to set their Puyos off to the side or something, because building off to the middle in an all clear start, as all things, is really dangerous. They managed because Dusty, or not Dusty, but Bup decided to try to chain before rather than just set off. But yeah, those all clear starts, you really just want to make sure you have room to tank the all clear hit. So never build in the middle unless you're just that good. But you want to build to the side. Even the great players build like they build to like the left side, some of them, but you may want to build to the side. Don't just gun it from the middle because you will be taking a hit. And if that hit is big, and that hit is big enough to make you touch the X, so don't be doing that. Dusty's still fighting on though. Let's just see someone that doesn't just like top out when they get like 3 rows of garbage, or like not 3 rows, but like not even 3 rows. It's like just 3 garbages. That actually happened like at first 100 I did with somebody. Like I sent like 3 pieces of garbage in total, and he just topped out. So that was kind of funny to witness, and it was on stream. I'm sure you can find it if you like look through like the live section of my channel. But it's like 2021, 2022, maybe a 2020 stream of that. So good luck if you're gonna like search for it. But Dusty seems to be getting ambushed with a lot of Puyos. But margin time has passed, so even one chains are gonna send a lot of like a good amount of garbage to send over there. And if you do it consistently enough, you could just one chain them into like a that's a 6 chain though from up though. Through all the garbage too, so that's really impressive. But that's gonna be a 5-0 in Bup's favor. What is Bup gonna do with all those? Okay. It's gonna be at the side here. The greens are gonna use us to attack, I think. Okay. Dusty reacted with another 1 chain. I don't know if they saw it, but I think they reacted pretty fine there, so props are due where props are due. Ooh, not a great place to put that green though, Dusty. You don't want to cut your chain intentionally though. But Bup's tailing is kind of masterful right now, as he already has a 10 chain. It's not even, he still has room to transition too. So this will be at least a 10, possibly an 11. I said possibly, not, but yeah, that tailing before you do the transition, like, and still having room for it, really, really peak. Not all players can like manage to get their tail correct and still have room to like tail, or not tail, but transition like that. So that's gonna be a really solid 6-0 for Bup. Dusty still has a chance to get themselves on the board at the very least. Like, we've seen some really smart plays from them. Just a little bit of unfortunate mistiming. But Bup decides, how about a quick 4 chain to close this off? But Dusty's gonna respond to that with a 5. Nope, that's gonna be a 6 chain actually. So Bup might have wanted the clean sweep, but Dusty did successfully deny them that. So that's something that we can always cheer for here. Gotta deny the clean sweep if you're getting the 1 swept. So that's the goal. See, still GTR from both players. Y shape on Dusty's side, and that should be L shape on Bup's side. Once again, working on the tail, and then if he has a piece to transition with, he will transition. Seems to be working out quite well, as he already has a 9 chain, but we'll have to pop some. Okay, that should be a 10 chain on Bup's side, but still impressive 9 chain from Dusty as well. Oh, so Dusty actually got a really good power of their 9th chain apparently, because Bup even wasn't even countering that with a 10, so that's interesting to see. Really good nonetheless. Biases aside, because Dusty and I are kind of tight. Alright, we have Dusty back on the board here. Well, still on the board here with 2 going 6. So if she can clutch it out a little bit more, then we will be seeing a bit of a reverse here. Smart use of the covering up the blues for an attack and to clean up your own chain there, Bup. Okay, and a little bit of smart transition over there. Using those red transition I see like, up top the blues. The garbage does hit, but it's not gonna stop him anytime soon. It does cut his purple tail, unfortunately. But this 6 from Dusty will cut and not outchain a 10 chain. So I think without that cut, probably would have seen something really great from Dusty. But once again, there's a little bit of disparity in the seeds here. But honestly, taking 2 sets like that, or 2 games like that before getting swept, banger AF.